This is yet another attempt, I guess, to get out there and appeal. I don't know. I guess this is more about ginning up the women's vote because that's their other thing they've got to do. Women like her. Women are, tend to be pro-choice, and they are backing her double digits over Trump. And so I think this is an appeal by men to get the women voting. But you tell me, she's obsessed with celebrity like all Democrats are. Look at this.
All the dads out there, I would say this is the time to really show your support for your daughters.
What do I love about being a girl dad? I love how much smarter she is than all the guys in the room already. I can tell that she's going to be a powerhouse. She is already at 2.5.
My daughter's 22 and a half, is a feminist, incredibly strong, and has really just inspired me in so many ways. I love her.
I'm the proud dad of Ella over here.
My vote for Kamala is an investment in my daughter's future.
I agree. I'm right there with you.
When the Dobbs decision came out 2+ years ago, I heard from Kamala right away, and then the next person was Ella. She texted me right away, essentially saying, we need to fight. This is not just an issue for women. This is an issue for men and families. And this is one of the many, many reasons why we've got to elect Kamala as president.
Never in my lifetime did I think that we would be having to fight for this and the fight for our own bodies. And I think it's really important for the men to step up and show that they actually support us and they're willing to put things on the line to help us.
All right, Ella Emhoff, first of all, you want in? You're in. You're fair game now. You want to come out there and make statements like that? Let's go. You're fair game. There's no more hands off because she's a daughter. That only applies to people like Barron Trump, who don't actually go out there and take political positions that are assailable. Secondly, Andy Cohen standing up and saying his 2.5-year-old daughter is already the smartest person in the room just proves that he is the only person who ever spends time with his 2.5-year-old daughter. He's the only one in the room. It's just him and the daughter. So it could be true. This is ridiculous. To whom exactly does this appeal? These two, effete men saying, oh, my daughter, she's a feminist. My 2-year-old's a feminist, and my 22-year-old's a feminist, and they're definitely voting Harris Walls.
First of all, Megyn, the only reason that I agree to be friends with Eliana is because we both love the Housewives. So this is a tough.
You have to appreciate him in that lane separately.
That's fair. Okay, I'll separate it.
I can relate to you fully. There's never been a better show than The Real Housewives of Miami, the reboot. I'm sorry, it's number 1.
That's a hot take. Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's amazing. It's so good. They're all amazing. So, I'm not saying Andy Cohen has done no good in his life. I appreciate that professional product of his, but his hot political takes are entirely unnecessary and unfactual. Go ahead, Eliana.
Look, I'm not like the authority on gender issues or anything, but that when I saw that ad, that strikes me as an ad that will motivate women. It didn't really strike me as an ad that would motivate men to get to the polls for whatever reason. Not sure I can quite explain why, but it just did not strike me as an ad geared at men.
Well, is that an ad or is it just an excerpt? They are pushing it online.
Something, whatever it is.
I don't know either, but who sits around and says, Ben Stiller and Andy Cohen will be the answer to our problems. That's who we really need. Yeah. Isn't she trying to get Republicans who are Nikki Haley voters? Isn't that the key to her improving these numbers?
Where's your NFL player coming to, sit down on the couch with a beer and tell the men to get off their butts and go vote for Kamala?
They did have some guy.
And instead,
go ahead, Emily.
Well, I was going to say, instead, they actually had Obama kind of talking down and calling black men sexist for being hesitant about Kamala Harris. They're really doing the opposite.
There was some athlete who did come out with a profane clip about, I can't remember what sport he played. Oh, we have it? Okay. Yeah, Top 50. Dave Bautista, former wrestler. They went a different way with this one.
Fellas, we got to talk. A lot of men seem to think that Donald Trump is some kind of tough guy. He's not. I mean, look at him. He wears more makeup than Dolly Parton. He whines like a baby. The guy's afraid of birds. Donald Trump had his daddy pay a doctor to say his Will feet hurt so he could dodge the draft. Look at that gut, like a garbage bag full of buttermilk. I mean, look how he drinks water.
All right, you get the point.
Like a little pink.
So they made an effort there.
Better.
Yeah.
Better than Ben Stiller, for sure. But that's a low bar.
Much better.
But that's also from a comedy show. It's not even the campaign. I mean, the campaign doesn't have the acumen that someone without much political acumen, Jimmy Kimmel and his writers, has.
It's true. Imagine waking up one day to find out your home no longer belongs to you. That somewhere, someplace, somebody's stolen your property right out from under you. It sounds unthinkable, but it is a sad reality for some American homeowners, and it's a risk for anyone who owns property. House stealing, that's what the FBI calls it. It's a form of real estate fraud where scammers leverage loopholes in the system to fraudulently transfer your home's title into their name. And then they take out loans against your property or even sell it behind your back. By the time you find out, the scammer's long gone, leaving you, the legitimate homeowner, to clean up the mess. But right now, triple lock protection is available through HomeTitleLock.com, offering 24/7 title monitoring, alerts, and restoration services. You can sign up today at HomeTitleLock.com and use the promo code Megyn to get 30 days of protection for free and a comprehensive title scan right now to make sure you're not already a victim. That's promo code Megyn, MEGYN, and HomeTitleLock.com, or just use the link below. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.